Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the bloXCentric server. My name is AngryK9 and it has been a while since we've made a video on the server here. I had a little bit of an unintended hiatus, but we are back. And now I can't tell you what I showed in the last episode because I really don't remember. I know we built the ice farm, but I don't know if I've showed anything down here in the base. We've not made much progress at all on the base since we built the ice farm, since even before then. If I haven't shown it to you already, we did build a little bit of a storage room over here. Nothing fancy, just made it look just like the tunnel over there, except we have chests instead of wood in the walls there, and I like it. It serves its purpose. Got a little sleeping area over here with plenty of wither skulls. We spent about an hour in the wither hunting ground area that Brindy Low and Electronics built, and we got these skulls with a looting 3 sword in almost no time at all. So that was really cool, and that's something we're going to check out in a future episode. I want to get some more skulls, and we're going to go over there and do that at some point in time. Other than that, I put this map here, and it just kind of shows our general area here. We've got our tree farm and our other farms up there in the corner. You can see the little village where we've got our first house and our cow and pig fields, or pens up there. I've got our little chicken cooker there. And for some strange reason, this map doesn't seem to want to update. You can see there's like 3 trees lined up right there, but those trees do not exist, and that map just will not update, and I don't know why. But other than that, we are underground here where this green dot is, under this roof forest. This is where our base is, and our very large square room goes over this way. Speaking of the large square room, we have extended it a little bit. Another 50 blocks, I think it was. We had originally just the this area here is about 100 blocks back, and we've added another 50 blocks to that. And I'm also going to go 50 blocks in that direction and 50 blocks in that direction down there. Basically, the room is going to be one gigantic letter T. Is essentially what it's going to look like. And I've started working on the ceiling here. I've got the support columns here that go up to support these arches, and I am going to use a whole bunch of stained clay to make this ceiling here, and I've already designed it in Creative, and I like the way it turned out. I think it looks cool, but I'm going to, let me head on over here to the other end of this thing. Way over there. Wow, I could not have landed on top of that if I had wanted to. Gives me the perfect opportunity to show you that I did take all the stone out of the bedrock here. Every single bit of stone I could find, I took it out of the bedrock, and I threw some torches down under there. Tried to get it down under the bedrock where you couldn't see it, but obviously it doesn't always work out because you can see that torch. For the most part, you can't see them, but it really doesn't matter because honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to keep this the way it is. Probably going to have the floor level in here back up to where this cobblestone is, which I think puts me at level 12, yeah? And below that, I don't know. I have not taken any of the stone out of this bedrock over here because I'm probably not going to change it. And let me change Skype so that it is not constantly going bloop, bloop, bloop. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, I did dig all this out. Took me about, I don't know, 3-4 days. About 6 pickaxes and help from Dro to get all this dug out. And yeah, so I've got 2 more areas I'm going to dig out. You can see the gaps in the wall right there. And over there, I'm going to go in that direction another 50 blocks, and in that direction another 50 blocks. And I'm going to continue with the arches. I'm going to have one going over that way, meeting up with more support columns in the corners. And I'm going to have another arch going over that way, just like I have right there. I'm also going to have one going right over my head, just like that one there as well. And then I'm going to have arches along the walls on either side. So the room is going to be lined with arches. It's going to have a couple going over the middle. And then I have a ceiling that I have designed using stained clay and some redstone lamps. And like I said, I think it turned out really cool. So we're going to be putting that in. And a lot of that stuff over there, all these holes and stuff like that, I'm not even going to worry about since you're not going to be able to see them. I'm probably not even going to fill them in. Anything behind the walls here that is going to be visible, like those holes right there, are going to be filled in. And as far as this area down here, it's probably going to end up getting covered up, though I don't know for sure if I find something interesting to do with it, I might go ahead and do that and just leave it uncovered. Don't know yet. But that round grassy area there is going to be taken out. It's going to be moved over into this area. And chances are the ceiling here is probably going to be removed, or at least I'm going to have a large round, I guess you could call it a window to the to the surface there. I'm not really sure yet. I'm going to have to see how that works out. I've only got part of this done in creative, and it was done in a flat world, so I'm not really sure how it's going to fit down here. But this is all based on something that I saw on the Minecraft forums. Somebody's build based on, I don't remember. I do not even remember what the name of their underground city was. It was something about, I don't know, an underground dwarven city or something like that. I don't recall. I don't even recall the name of, I think his name was Thorbanius or something like that. I don't remember, but I will put the link to it in the description of this video. You can kind of get an idea of where I got the inspiration for this base. Now, I am not duplicating his base at all. Not doing an exact duplication, but I am using some concepts from it because I think it's really cool. So, yeah, it's an entire underground city that he built, and I'm going to be doing something very similar to that. So I wanted to use some concepts that he had there because I thought it looked awesome. And hopefully this is going to turn out well enough and look pretty awesome here. So we will see. But what I want to do right now is I want to get some of that stained clay that I was telling you about, if I can get up there. Up, down in a hole. See if I can get out of here. Nope, I'm trapped. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just ender pearl right out of here. Run over here into the storage area and get some stained clay. And I want to get started on the ceiling. So I will be right back once I get situated. And I'll kind of give you an idea of what it is I plan to do up there. Okay, so here we are back, and I am on top of one of the support columns here, looking down over the base, and you can see the round grassy area. Like I said, that's going to get moved. Everything over here has changed from the last time you've seen it. I used to have stone kind of curving around, and I changed all that, obviously. So anyway, here we are up here on top of this column, and this area back here is pretty much going to be just empty space. I'm not going to do anything with it. Not even going to fill all of it in. That is something that I normally don't do. Usually any space where the player doesn't go, I fill it in, but I'm not going to do that this time, which is very unusual for me. So anyway, I've got this stained clay here, and I am looking at a screenshot, and starting right here, and I should take this cyan clay out, which I think I'm going to do, and I'm going to throw in a block of stone. Stone. Just drop it right in there. And I'm going to start with the stained clay, go up 4 blocks, 2, 3, and 4. And that is the start of this thing. And then I'm going to, let's see here, this needs to go over that right there. So I'm going to put some stone right there, because then I need to put 1 block there. And I need to do this all the way around, 2, 3. Then it's going to be 1 right there, then 1, and 2. And then I put another one right there and start right there. And I'm going to do that all the way over on both sides, pretty much in front of all of these arches right here. They're going to go just like that, and I got to make sure that is where I need to start. 2, 3. And the stone bricks, or stone blocks that I'm putting back here, I'm actually just going to leave them there. I'm not going to take them back out. So I'm going to have to put some torches up here to keep things from spawning back there. But that's not a problem. Just throw that in there. And there's a couple of places where I'm going to have redstone lamps. That's what I'm trying to say. And to light things up a bit. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get one side of this archway done here on this side. And actually, I'm going to get this one corner done. So I'm going to go over that way and over this way. And when I get both of those done, I'm going to come back with some cyan stained clay. And essentially, I'm going to do the same thing. And it's just going to arch all the way over. And then I'm going to have some red, yellow, and orange stained clay as well. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this one corner. And I'm going to throw a few torches down back here in the back area so that we don't have stuff spawning. And when I come back, I'll show you what I'm going to do essentially in all the corners around here. It's all going to look pretty much the same. It's going to be the same design and everything. I think it looks really neat. But, you know, since I made it, of course it looks neat to me. I'm going to go down here and take a look and make sure that that's where we need to put it. And that is. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work on this corner. And when I come back, I'll have this one done. And you'll see what I'm going to do in all these corners around here for all these arches. And then I will show you the basic idea of how I'm building the arches, what I'm going to do over there. And we're probably going to go ahead and try to build this middle arch here because I need another arch going between that column and that column, just like this one. Okay, guys, we are back, and I'm just doing a little bit of house cleaning here, just moving some extra stone around, and you can see I've got chests everywhere. All of these chests right here, all of these, all the way around the corner, are full of stone, and these are too. So I have 9, 15, 18, 21, 24 double chests of smooth stone. Working on number 25. Quite a few chests of cobblestone as well. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just moving some extra cobblestone down from the storage area down to this area. Don't have quite as much cobblestone as I do smooth stone, but I do still have quite a bit as it is. And this is just the last of it here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that sign down. Where'd it go? There we are. Put it right over here in the wood chest. Put this right down there. Maybe. There we go. Getting a little bit of block lag here. Server lag. Yeah. It's getting worse. Progressively worse. Okay. This is not good. Probably about to get booted off the server. It usually starts doing that right before it boots me. We will see. But anyway, I got the first area done over here. So we're going to go in here and take a look at this. And you just saw a quick glimpse of it right there. Got it done all the way around on this one side here, and I've got the ceiling smoothed out. Still have a few ores up there that I need to get. And over there somewhere is a block of dirt I need to replace. But we're going to be doing a little bit more detail work on that ceiling anyway. We use some light gray stained clay, then some cyan, red, yellow, and orange. And it's a little difficult to see it because of the lighting. But we've got this pattern all the way around, and I'm going to do that in all of these areas here. Like I said earlier, I'm going to put more arches on the wall over there on either side, have another one go across in the middle like this one does, and I'm going to have one on that back wall, and then on either side over there I'm going to do more digging, 50 by 50 by 50 area over there, and 50 by 50 by 50 area over there, roughly. Those are not exact dimensions, but that's pretty close. And I'm going to have to smooth out this ceiling pretty much everywhere. I had to do a lot of work on it here to get it smooth. You see we have this round circular pattern here at the top of the stained clay. And I'm probably going to dig that up a little bit. And then I've got another design I'm going to put in the center here. It's actually square, so I'm going to have to find a way to integrate the square into the circle, which won't be hard, of course. We'll just do a little bit of design work on the outside of it and have the square in there. I'm going to have some more redstone lamps in there and some more stained clay. I've got a pattern that I've worked out up there. Going to do that there. Going to do it right here when I get this side done. And you can see the back side of this thing. I've got plenty of torches and things over here to prevent anything from spawning on the outside of this. Normally, like I said, I would fill something like this in, but I really don't want to waste all that stone or anything filling all this area in. That's a lot of it to fill in. So I'll just light it up and leave it open like this. This is an area that we'll never see unless we dig through or something like that. And I don't really see us doing that anytime soon. So yeah, we'll jump over here real quick and find my way. And this right here is the very top, where we need to take the ceiling up to. So you can see that we do have some work to do over in this area, but we only need to do it inside the area that's going to be visible. We don't really need to worry about this area back here that's going to be behind the archways and behind the ceiling. That really doesn't matter. So yeah, a lot of work to do. And then as far as this down here, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this exposed or not. I'm definitely going to have the floor of this thing at level 12, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. If I'm just going to cover it over, or if maybe I might have some areas of glass in the floor so you can see the bedrock. It's not really all that pretty. I think it looks kind of cool, though, I mean, with the lighting under it and everything. But, you know, that's just me. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, this base is really it's taking shape slowly but surely, definitely. Got a lot more digging to do, a whole lot more digging to do. Basically, we have about the same amount of digging to do as we had in this first room here. If you add all the distance up, it's roughly 100 blocks by 50 blocks by 50 blocks, give or take. So that's going to take a while. So any of the guys on the server want to come over and help me dig, I will be more than happy to accept your help. Absolutely. Okay, so I just came back from the Enderman farm doing a little bit of repair work on my pick there, and I built up some other picks over there. I've been doing some work on the ceiling over there, and that's what that nether rack is for up there. And we'll take a look at that in just a second now. I've got these arches in place over here, the rest of them, all the way around, and these take about 2 stacks of obsidian and 1 stack of nether brick, several redstone lamps, which I don't have those in place yet, all around. I'm going to have to go out into the nether and get some glowstone, as I am out of glowstone. But yeah, you can see that we're going to have arches all the way around here. And I started to dig out this side and this side over here, and I suddenly realized that that was wrong. I needed to dig out that side and that side. I said earlier that the base is going to be in the shape of the letter T, but that is incorrect. It's actually in the shape of a plus sign. I also said earlier that I was not going to fill in that area back there over the arch, or over the ceiling there behind all that clay, but I ended up doing it anyway. I'm just that picky. My anal retentiveness, if I can say that right, strikes again, I guess. But yeah, I ended up filling all that in after all, even though I said I wasn't going to. It took a little while, and it takes actually quite a while to build all this. The arches don't really take that long, maybe 15 minutes to put one arch in, but putting all that stained clay in and everything, that's what takes the longest. And of course, digging out takes the absolute longest. And I've already started digging over there, so let's run up here, take a look at what I've started on the ceiling so far, and I missed completely. Not surprised. Now, what I'm going to do, I've got a pattern in the ceiling up here that I put in mostly with stained clay. And I need to get more obsidian as well, because I only have about 40 or 45 blocks of obsidian left after putting in the arches. And I need a bunch more to kind of cap off the top of the clay here. Now, where I have these stone bricks here is where I'm going to put the obsidian all the way around. And I need to do that on all of these domes. And then just above that, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to take this out, and I actually have to dig this whole thing up another level. And that's why I put this nether rack up here, so I had a place to stand, so I didn't have to keep holding down the sneak key and breaking my fingers. That starts to hurt after a while. But I'm going to have nether brick stairs all the way around here, just over the stone bricks here. And of course, the stone bricks are going to be replaced with obsidian eventually. I'm going to have to go mine some more. I did find a very large lava lake not too far away from here in one of the caves. So I'll be able to exploit that to get as much obsidian as I can out of it. So I'll have obsidian here, nether brick stairs all the way around. And in the center here, I'm going to have a pattern built out of stained clay. And I'm also going to need to get some gray wool, because on the outer edges here, outside of this pattern, I have a checkerboard pattern of cyan stained clay and gray wool, and I just think it looks really cool. I don't really like building with wool, but in this particular case, it has just the right texture and just the right color to make it look really neat. So I'm probably going to work on most of that off camera, and right now I need to go find some sheep and get some wool, and I need to get some obsidian, quite a bit. I also need to take this area out here, get those nether brick stairs in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and we'll take a look at it when I come back. And by that time, we should be done with this video. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, I have been to the nether. Got some glowstone so that I could finish this thing out. I've also been to Moose Delai's sheep farm, got some gray stained wool because I needed some of that for the ceiling. Got everything I needed, got it done, worked on it. It's been several hours. I've taken all the nether rack down, and I'm just finishing that up right now. Got all materials down here, and now it is time for the big reveal. Not that a ceiling is really anything special, but there we go. There we go. That's what we got. got some black stained clay and some white stained clay with some light gray stained clay. Orange red, got some cyan stained clay back here with the gray wool. Another brick obsidian. I mined some obsidian, got enough to finish that out. And this is what each section of the ceiling is going to look like over there, down there, and then on either side. I'm going to make it look just like that. So hopefully you like it. I sure do. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool anyway. I do have a hole right there dug straight up to the surface. It comes out in some a small little lake up there on the surface, not too far away. We looked at it earlier. So that's up there. I got some white stained glass at the bottom level here, and on the top I've got some clear glass. Got some half slabs up there so that nothing spawns on top of it. Not that it matters. It's right in the middle of the water. So I've cleaned up that little shaft right there to make sure it was all stone on all sides. And we are looking good. So yeah, that completes this section of the ceiling, at least for this side. Still got a lot of work to do here. Still going to need a lot of stained clay to fill in all that. And I do have the depth fog in, which is something cool about the hole to the surface there, and that was kind of the point to doing that. With those in there, the depth fog isn't quite as bad. So you can see, we can see it there still. As we get further under here, it disappears completely. So that should help a little bit for people that aren't using Optifine and don't turn depth fog off like I do, which I'm going to do right now. Turn that right back off. That way we don't have to worry about it. So yeah. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Done a lot of work here, start to finish, and it has taken quite a bit of time to do it all. But we've got this far, and I think it's looking good. The rest of this I'm going to do pretty much off camera. I have a lot of digging to do, obviously, and got a lot of work to do on the ceiling there. On that section over there, I'm going to have to get some more obsidian and nether brick. I think I might be okay on glowstone. I'm not sure. I got 8 stacks when I went into the nether. So I might be alright there. I'm going to have to get a lot more nether rack to cook up to make some nether brick. And while I was out traveling around the nether, I did discover 2, not 1, but 2 nether fortresses. And I was not expecting that. I couldn't find anything. Both of them were pretty well buried. I took screenshots with the coordinates up so I know where they're at. So I'll have to go check those out sometime soon, see what I can find in there. Hopefully something interesting. So yeah, hope you like this, guys. I really do. Like I said, I'm really pleased with the way it's turned out, and hopefully you are too. So I think that's going to do it for this video. In our next episode, I'm going to head on back to spawn and over into the mall area that Kibitz and the captain built, and we are going to build ourselves a little shop. So hopefully you'll tune in for that. Till then, my name is AngryK9 from bloXCentric. I'll see you next time.